Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Putri Ihda Inayah. I'm the fourth semester of Department of English Education, Faculty of Educational Sciences, Syarif Hidayatullah, State Islamic University, Jakarta. Here I want to tell you about my review novel by the title Social Crimes, that written by Stanton Hitchcock. This novel about drama and romance genre. The main issues from this novel about complicated relationship between a couple of husband and wife and wife's best friend. Here the story begins. In this novel, there are four main characters: Joe, Lucius, Betty, and the last Monique. Joe, she is the woman likes an art. She is the richest businessman and most prominent in New York. Sometimes people call her a socialite because she likes attend and care about social events, and even though she has a glamour life or she has a lot of money, she stays humble and it doesn't become a arrogant person. Someday, because of she likes an art event or social event, she attend to an art event, and then she met with Lucius. Lucius is an owner of Stanton's apartment in Manhattan, and because of they were a businessman, they get closer and they often talking about a business because they were a businessman. And someday they have a relationship, they have a special relationship, and they decided to get married. And Joe have two best friends named Betty and Monique. Joe tried to tell the story to her best friend, and between Monique and Betty has different character, and day after day, after 10 years married life between Joe and Lucius, they didn't have a child, and Joe isn't pregnant, and because of Lucius very often meet with Joe's best friend, especially Monique. Monique tried to be a good or kind person, and it becomes Lucius likes her, and Lucius loves her and wants to have a relationship with Monique. But Joe didn't know about that, and it's different with Betty. Betty knows that Joe's husband Lucius loves her best friend Monique, and Betty knows that Monique has a bad past life, and she ever married with a richest man, and she is a widower, and she became a widower because she killed her husband, and just she just want to get her husband, wealthy of her husband, and Betty tried to tell the story to Lucius, but Lucius ignored or didn't care about what Betty says, and Lucius having a sex with Monique, and Joe didn't know about that. And then when Joe's birthday party, Joe invited her friends and her partner in business invite to come to her birthday party, but it's something different because there is no Lucius. Where is Lucius? And after Joe tried to find and search where is Lucius, and she was shocked because she found her husband in a room with her best friend Monique without wearing a clothes, or maybe they after having a sex, and she was shocked and asked what happened here, and Monique said that she killed her husband, she killed Lucius, and because of Lucius have a heart attack and he was died, it becomes just very shocked. And then after that, Lucius' lawyer said that all of the wealthy of Lucius has given to Monique because Monique was pregnant of Lucius' child, and yeah, it become and Joe was shocked hear about that because she is his wife, and she didn't know about that, about the wealthy of her husband, and then Joe tried to make a strategy, the way how she can get wealthy from her husband. And then Joe and her best friend Betty tried to thinking about the good ways or the strategy to get Lucius wealthy, to get back Lucius wealthy. And then Betty said that you should ask to Monique what she want from you. And Joe tried to call Monique that to ask what she want from her, and Monique said that she want to have or get Joe's necklace. Joe's necklace is the last thing or the best gift that given by Lucius, and Monique wants to have and get it. And Joe tried to thinking about that because she didn't want to give her necklace to Monique. And Betty said that you should have an imitation of the necklace, and so that you can give an imitation necklace to Monique. That's a good idea. And then after Joe has made an imitation necklace, she called Monique to get her necklace into the hotel. And after Monique arrived to the hotel, she see that Joe has what's that? Not grab. She showed that the necklace in Joe's hand, and the thing that Joe want to throw the necklace into the balcony, and it makes Monique run quickly and try to get or to grab the necklace, and then evidently Monique tried to grab the necklace, and then she jumped from the balcony into the ground, and then she was died because jumped from the balcony. And Joe didn't want to kill Monique, because she just want to give punishment to Monique from what have Monique did. And then Joe finally Joe succeeded to get Lucy's wealthy. I think Joe have kind-hearted, because even though her husband has having an affair with her best friend, Joe tried to forgive both of them and try to manage Lucius wealthy. Actually, Joe didn't need Lucius wealthy, because she has become a richest businessman. She just want to manage Lucius wealthy, and because of Joe loves her husband so much. I think that's all from my novel presentation. I think there are a lot of mistakes from my presentation. I do apologize about that, and thank you for watching. See you on the next video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.